Welcome to Community Colonel. I'm David DeWitt Taylor. My two friends are.
Hello, my name is Aaron Connick Castle.
Hello, I'm Ryan Nicholas Gray.
Today we welcome Mr. and Mrs. Adam Laird to our show. These friends are clear evidence of abilities at work. They are both active in self-determination work and have a very helpful support team. During our interview today, we will learn about their meeting, their friendship, and love blooming, leading to their desires and their accomplishments of being married. Let's welcome Stephanie and Adam.
Welcome to
guys.
both of you. Welcome to both of you.
Thank you for
Welcome to
having
both
us.
of you.
Thank you for having us.
Welcome.
Please, each of you both, tell us about your families.
Well, my family growing up, it was mainly just me and my mom. So, but she was very supportive of me and still is.
How about you, Adam?
I have my mom, my dad, and my brother Michael, who is a twin. I lived with them for the vast majority of my life until Stephanie and I moved in together. We're very close.
Cool.
Wow.
What important things do you remember after school?
I remember. Are you asking what I did after school?
Okay, I'm asking what you did in school, the important stuff that you still, the important stuff that you still remember.
Okay. I remember how to a good work ethic that they taught me how to I should say that they tried to teach me how to do great in school, how to do my homework. I can't always say I followed through with that, but since school I've actually done a lot better.
So what activities and clubs did you join in being active? Because everyone who's active plans to do something fun. So what kind of things do you guys do to becoming active?
Like, are you wanting to know?
Yeah.
Are you wanting to know any groups that we belong
Yes,
to?
what you belong to, anything
To
fun
ha-
you do?
To have fun?
Yeah, to have fun.
Or just activities
Activities you like to do. Like something you like to do, you guys think, I want to do this or that.
or just activities we do in general.
Yeah, in general.
We like to go to the movies.
Oh, really?
We like to go out to eat.
Oh.
And then we have just recently become involved in church at Birmingham United Methodist Church, so we're getting involved in that.
And we also like to take long walks, like to go out to there's been a couple of times that we've walked all the way down to downtown Royal Oak to eat at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So that was pretty nice.
Nice.
All righty.
Again, what about you?
No, guys, follow me.
Okay.
How did you both meet and become friends?
We met at a self-determination seminar that Community Living Services told us about.
Oh. How long ago was that?
About 5 years ago.
Yes.
Oh.
What kind of stuff do you like doing in your spare time?
We like to watch TV. We like to watch different seasons of shows we have. We just like enjoying each other's time.
Cool. And I mean, what's your favorite show?
Stephanie?
I would say, because we have quite a few of the older sitcoms on DVD,
Yeah.
so we like the Gilmore Girls, Party of Five, all those shows basically from the 90s to early 2000s.
The 90s to early 2000s? Have you heard of have you ever heard of a show called Growing Pains?
Yes, I have.
No, that's all.
I did too.
Yeah, that show's awesome. That's our favorite.
Growing Pains
Yeah.
with Alan Thicke.
I don't.
I think so.
Thank you. So outside of school, did you join like any recreational activities? Like some people like do golf. Some people like to do kind of recreational things. So what did you guys? Any things you guys like to do for fun? You recreating outside? You go to the park. What do you guys like to do?
We're getting better at getting out, but we just like to enjoy each other's time, pay attention to our daughter,
Your daughter?
our cat,
Who is it?
I should say.
Who is a cat? Her name is Jazzy.
Jazzy.
She is spoiled rotten.
Spoil. Jazzy. That's a funny name.
Yep.
Hey. Hi, Jazzy.
Okay, I got a tough question here.
Okay.
So both of you. Did you need to apply to or get government approval to your marriage?
No, we did not.
Oh, how so and why?
All we needed to do was a few weeks before the wedding, we had to apply for a marriage license, and we were able to do that online, and then after about a week or so, we went to Pontiac and picked up the marriage license, and that was all we had to do.
Cool. When did your desire and plans to get married begin?
Pretty soon.
Yeah?
I mean, for me at least, it didn't take long after we met.
No, because if you don't mind, we started out as friends because, like we said, we met at the self-determination peers conference, and we just during all the breaks we just would talk, and we realized we have a lot in common, like we like a lot of the same things, so we just were talking a lot, so then I finally was the one that gave Adam my phone number, and then we just started talking on the phone, and it started out as friendship, and then one day I took the step and I said, well, not that we have to right now, but I would be open to having this relationship be more. So then I left it up to Adam.
And then a couple days later, I said, let's progress our relationship.
Cool.
And I mean, it's not a competition, but I am, shortly after meeting her and shortly after talking on the phone, I wanted to progress from friendship to boyfriend, girlfriend, but I was so worried about her saying no, and then about losing her as a friend, that I let that worry stop me, and then that's why she had to actually ask me.
Okay, at least it got done.
Yes, you
Yeah.
get married?
And that's a good way.
That's a way to do it.
Okay, that's a good
Usually.
way of doing it too.
And then,
Reverse.
Yeah.
but back on that for a minute though. But then when he said he was ready to take the relationship to the next level, all I said okay, and as they say, the rest is history. And then soon after that, we just dated, and then we talked marriage, and then we planned. Time went by, and we planned everything, and here we are.
Cool.
You know,
That's
when,
awesome.
So when did friendship become bigger, and why don't you spend more time together? Because now you had friendship. Now you had friendship years ago. So why did you two want to spend more time together? Why?
Because because really, other than being different genders, we're pretty much exactly the same.
Okay.
I mean,
Exactly.
well, okay, maybe not exactly, but we have so much in common that it just felt right. Because it just felt right to spend the rest of our lives together.
Because on a side note to that, people that we know, and they've even said they find it good, but they're amazed on how much we still can we don't even need the TV on. We can just sit and talk for hours, and we just talk to each other, and I think that is one of the many, but I think that is one of the strengths of our relationship.
It's a good strength.
What support agency are you both with?
We are both with Community Living Services.
All right.
Are there laws that you need to understand in order to get married?
I wouldn't call them laws,
What?
but in order for two people with disabilities to get legally married, and not just a commitment ceremony, if you're on SSI, the government will take from your SSI.
What?
Yeah.
Yes, you will both get your checks cut.
Okay.
But we knew this early on going into it. But we both decided that we still wanted to get legally married because we feel like that being that way isn't right, and we feel like that's a way that the government is trying to say what we should do.
Okay.
Impose their will. I wouldn't say it's a huge trouble, but when you're already on a tight budget as it is, and just because we're married, we get cut $150 just for being married. It takes some getting used to plan for that.
But one of the ways we recently helped our budget or changed our budget was we cut down our cable, and now we only get the basic channels, which neither one of us really like, but you have to do what you have to do, and it turns out we get way more channels than we thought, so that's gonna bring our bill down a few dollars each month, and every few dollars helps, so that helps. And then we also got on the budget plan with DTE, so our bill will be the same pretty much every month. So that will help greatly. So, and we are so glad you invited us to do this, because not only do we want to share our story, but we want to get the word out to other people with disabilities, couples, that it is possible to get legally married.
Now, did your families agree to being married?
Yes.
Yes.
What type of dates did you plan?
Oh, yeah.
And who helped you both having these dates, and why?
I would definitely. I mean, we did all the planning ourselves, but since we can't drive, our parents did drive us to and from the dates, but we did all the planning ourselves.
Yes.
Cool.
And some of the dates we would go on is to the movies, out to eat, or we would just go to one or the other's house and watch movies and hang out.
How did the wedding get planned, and who helped out?
Again, we did the vast majority of planning ourselves, but we had a great deal of help from our parents, and mostly our parents, and friends of the family.
Yeah, yes, and other family members as well.
Okay, so you had a lot of help.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Nice.
Mine?
Thank you, David. So what role did the families play in the marriage plan? Because every family has to plan a wedding. It takes a lot of time.
They helped us figure things out. Like we had the wedding reception at my cousin's house in her backyard. So the family and friends did all the setup for that, and then she had a friend of hers. My cousin had a friend of hers do the food. So there was just a whole bunch of people that pitched in. Anything that needed to be done, people just were willing to help.
Yep. Nice. Tell us about your reception plans and details.
Well,
At first, we were going to have them at Birmingham First United Methodist. Sorry. Thank you. Beverly Hills United Methodist.
Okay.
But the lift that would help our friends with disabilities get downstairs to reception hall wasn't working, and that made us uncomfortable. So then we decided that it would be better to have it at her mom and cousin's house, which actually that turned out much better. So we just had to change the location a little bit.
But on a side note about the location, is yes, it was about the lift and the fact that we didn't really care for it and that it didn't work right. But the main reason we had to switch was we realized we had too many guests, and the social hall at the church wouldn't fit as many people as we were inviting. So that's the big reason why we had to switch.
We're too popular.
Yes, we are.
Too popular? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you, gentlemen.
That's good.
Tell us about applying for a marriage license.
You can skip that. You already did it.
I'll skip it. I'll say it, Courtney. So where do you live now? Where do you two live right now?
We live in an apartment right now in Royal Oak, but we have our names on subsidized housing in Birmingham.
Yes.
In Birmingham.
Birmingham.
My mom grew up in Birmingham.
Well, that's cool.
So that's why I heard that name before.
So hopefully, we've been. How long have we been on the list? So we've been about what, a year and a half? It seems
A
like
year.
a year.
I'm done.
One more question.
Okay, I'll do the last two. Did you invite family or friends or both to be a part of your wedding party?
Definitely both.
What is your plan for paying monthly bills and budgeting?
We just look at how much we have in the bank, and then we look at how much our bills come out to, and then we just make sure that we have enough in the bank to pay them. I mean,
And one of the things that we're finding is really helping us is we recently signed up and are doing the online banking, so we can go online at any time, whether it be on the computer or on our phone, and see how much money we have in the bank and see what deductions have been done, like what company has taken money out for what bill. So that helps.
On a side note, I'd like to ask, how good is your house cleaning?
hers is great. Mine is getting better.
Explain, Adam.
Before I even moved in with her, I had the horrible habit of keeping my room like a tornado. I had run through
Like
it.
a tornado.
So I have definitely had to mellow out and keep a cleaner house.
So, guys, what challenges do you face? So, Miss Lee's couples are there who are trying to get married licenses. What challenges would they face if they wanted to? You give our viewers some advice on how to apply for this very important document.
Well, like we said before, the challenge is with SSI is.
To be honest, Ryan, we didn't have any challenges with the marriage license, but what we're having challenges with now is SSI. But on an everyday challenge though, that I'm noticing is the way society acts when I go to certain places and I tell, like, a person at a store or at a doctor's office that I'm married. They give me a look. They give me a look like they don't think people with disabilities can be married, or they give me the look and tone in their voices like, "Oh, isn't that cute?"
Wow, that's wrong.
And
That's wrong.
that's what I'm finding that I'm having the most issue with.
All right. You guys have any advice? Any advice?
I can't say that I've had any issues with telling people that I'm married like Stephanie has, but all I would have to say is just don't let people's criticism of you stop you from getting married.
Okay.
Don't even let the government cutting your check stop you from legally getting married.
Okay.
Because just losing that money, the benefits of getting legally married are far greater than just getting a commitment ceremony.
Wow. Well, gentlemen, should I close?
Go ahead, Ryan. Please do. The honors.
Thank you. Today we have learned wonderful information about our friends who met and fell in love. Working with the families and the helping team to this desire and the goal, make it reality. Marriage is a normal part of society, and how wonderful it is to meet and learn about our two friends. That is a positive to me, to many. Stephanie and Adam, it shows how much independence and positivity are available. We deeply appreciate hearing your wonderful information, and we thank you so much, both of you. Stephanie and Adam, thank you so much for coming. And you know what? Marriage is a big part of it. It's a big commitment in life. You know, it's a big choice in life. You're married. Remember this: marriage is something that is a commitment. It's planning and thinking.
And hard learning.
And hard learning. I'm Ryan Nicholas Ray.
I'm my man Connor Gasser. You have been watching ONTV, CNN, and YouTube.
I'm David DeWitt Taylor. Streaming ONTV, CNN TV, and YouTube. Have a nice time.
Bye.
Bye.